Right, we're now in the Moorcock Inn and I've ordered food and this is what it is. It's chicken breasts in a mushroom and smoked bacon sauce with salad and chips. So let's see what it's like. I've also got a pint of ale as well, black sheep, which is very nice. So, on with eating. This is absolutely fantastic. Chicken. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I should do a TripAdvisor report for this place, definitely. 5 stars, 5 stars. You don't see me eat always, do you? But yeah, very nice. It's lovely. Right, you have a dessert menu?
Yeah, sure.
It's fantastic, was that? See what is available for dessert. The Leeds service went, we did see that. Just out the window. Thank you. Fruit crumbles, sticky toffee pudding, homemade raspberry and white chocolate cheesecake. Oh my word. Bakewell tart, also with custard. Oh, I think it's going to have to be the homemade ginger sponge. Homemade ginger sponge and custard, I think. I think we've had a healthier dinner anyway than fish and chips, so yeah, ginger sponge and custard. Ginger sponge and custard. The first mouthful has been scoffed and it's absolutely fantastic again. 5 stars, TripAdvisor. Very nice. Right, we're walking back across to the railway station now. We'll walk a different way than the road straight there, because there is another way we can do it. Now if you're going to look to Aysgill, that is the road to use there for Aysgill. We're going back to the railway station. Now I can go left onto a path just before the bridge and walk underneath the viaduct and approach Garsdale station that way. Hey, that sounds like something's coming. I haven't a clue what it'll be though. I heard a horn there. Let's just keep recording and see what it is. Let's cross over to the side. Let's keep going. Not so sure whether it was a train or not actually. It sounded like it. Yep. Light engine on its own. Right, walk along this path which goes underneath the viaduct and over to the station. It's a slightly shorter route actually than just go along the road. But as soon as we did that coming, we'll go back this way. It's a bit wet, but I've got my Carrymore on, which are waterproof. So I can show that to the people at work. Will do, certainly, and brag about it. Taking a look at the Moorcock Inn, where we've just eaten very nicely. Just over 19 quid that meal. It was not exactly the cheapest of meals, but certainly very satisfying. Right, we're on the eastern side of the railway. And this is Dandrymire Viaduct now, all 12 arches of it. Not quite as impressive as Ribble Head, but still quite pleasing to the eye. As I say, it was planned to be just an embankment here, but they built this viaduct because of the bog. It is pretty boggy around here, but it's not, maybe not quite as bad as it used to be 100 and odd years ago, but it's a great structure. And in this area, when obviously the weather wouldn't have been playing ball every day, far from it. It's been a rather arduous task to build it, same as Ribble Head and all the other viaducts and tunnels and whatnot. Right, we've just come down there, and we're heading this way. Oh, it's wet and muddy, aren't you? It is. Right, we shall go under the viaduct, I think, near the far end. Oh. Yes, certainly very nice. Right, here we are. We're going to go underneath it now. The fifth arch from the south to the north. Oh, watch where I'm walking here. It's a bit muddy and there's cow shit everywhere. Or sheep shit, whichever. Probably both. Now you can see the viaduct from this side. And a little chapel over there. Right, we're heading up that way now to the station. A quaint little waterfall. Fair bit of water going down it. Because it's that time of year. Right, that's where it just come from. Turn round and the station is just up there. So let's get to it. Very soggy underfoot. Yes, I must admit I'd much prefer to do this walk back in May this year. May, when we did Dent and it was scorching. So hot we're sunbathing at Dent. That is a very rare occurrence to sunbathe around here. Still, it's what this area is known for. Its weather. It's windy and wet, miserable weather. Not many walkers about, but again it is Monday, it's not a weekend and it's not a bank holiday. Next bank holiday now is Christmas, I think, isn't it? Oh dear. Right, to the station. Right, we're in Garsdale again now, Garsdale station, and we're waiting for the service to Carlisle, which is around the Settle area at the moment, so we've got a few minutes to spare. And just looking at some of the posters and photographs that's on display here, it's quite impressive, quite a good array of artwork and photographs and text, everything. So I'll just switch cameras and it's easier. So here we are. I think that'll be Leandro Galatea. Oh, it's Princess Elizabeth. It's Lizzie. When she was Princess Elizabeth, Queen now, and Queen for years. And now that's that derailment that occurred here a while ago. Quite a while ago. I think it was 1910. It's over 100 years ago, 107 to be exact. So, Hall's Junction Chapel. Oh, that's the chapel we've just been past. Gandrymire Viaduct. So if we can pause it, we can have a look, read what's to read. Now this is what you had before Google, Encyclopedia Britannica, and there's 23 volumes there with an index book as well. So this is a waiting room on Garsdale Station on the down platform. That's a history of the line there, and obviously Gandrymire Viaduct again there. And Garsdale Station. Okay, and Hawes Junction turntable. Now there's a story about this turntable. Because it's so exposed, it actually span round in the wind, and that's where the Reverend Audrey got the story from for the incident with James on the turntable in one of his books. I forget which one it is now, but I'm sure if you Google it you'll find out. So, right, yeah, the next train will be here in about a quarter of an hour and we're on to Carlisle. Right, this is 2 Hotel 88, 12:49 Leeds Carlisle, now arriving at Garsdale. It is 14:20 from here and it's near enough to time. So go straight through to Carlisle with this and then straight back up the west coast towards Lancaster and wherever else we'll see. Not 100% sure yet, but this is the 14.20 now from here to Carlisle, 158,842 on its own, just a 2-car unit. So we'll get on this one to Carlisle and then work out what we're going to do next. I think we'll just straight dash straight up the west coast. Walk down there, we've just been. This leads into Walcock Tunnel. So I just left Garsdale a few moments ago. This is Walcock Tunnel, all 98 yards of it. To Garsdale, in fact I think we've just passed it actually, and descending Malastang now. This is the big drop now all the way down to Appleby. Oh focus, you damn thing. And this is one of the best locations as well. There we are, that's a bit better. Just look at that. It's great for southbound steam services, this location. That's where we walked up there actually about 18 months or so back in March of last year I think it was. Right over the top from Garsdale across to Kirby Stephen. It was absolutely knackering as that walk, but it was very good. Got some superb shots. Ah, that was Birkett Tunnel. Look at the rainbow over there now. There's a little bit of sun, a little bit of crumpon knocking about. About time as well. I'd rather this rain. Oh, look at that now. A break in the clouds. God, it's so bright now. Look at that. That is fantastic. It'll be very short-lived, no doubt. Beauty of the settled Carlisle never ceases to amaze. Arriving at Kirby Stephen, and there's a lovely rainbow in the background there. This is where all trains currently stop here, including that 9:49 limited stop one from Leeds, and the reciprocate working of course in the way. Leaving Kirby Stephen. Continuing our descent to Appleby. And next a gentle undulating ride all the way down to Carlisle. Actually, that's where the Stainmore line went underneath. I think that was Smartdale Viaduct anyway. It's supposed to be the highest viaduct on the line, certainly not the longest, but it's the highest. Right, we are now arriving at Appleby. This is where the late Eric Tracy, Bishop of Wakefield, unfortunately became the late Bishop Eric Tracy. He slipped on the footbridge apparently and somehow triggered a heart attack. I think he just died there and then whilst he was waiting for Evening Star. It's about 40 years ago now, near enough. Somewhere around 40 years ago. So yes, this is Appleby. And it's made of brick, as Mikey noticed, like most, if not all the other stations on the S&C are made out of local stone. Leaving Appleby now, you see the connection to the Eden Valley Railway, which is the Warcock branch. Not so sure whether it's used much or not that yet, but there's a connection going out, a double track connection, quite a bit of point work there. Appleby Box, Appleby North. Some trains were terminating here, some going through to Armouthway when the landslip occurred. That's about 2 years ago now, I think it was. Just see the River Eden down there, we're going to cross it very shortly. Eden Lacey Viaduct. Crosses that river, yeah, Weatherall. It does. Well, you walk down there if I remember rightly, not that long ago. Right, we're now on the approach to Carlisle. The Tyne Valley line from Newcastle, Hexham, Holtwhistle, etc. is on the right. We're about to join it, I think. Yes, we are. I thought there might have been a red signal there, but we're slowing down for Petrol Bridge Junction where we join the Tyne Valley. And it's then just a short hop into Carlisle. We're going to go straight in and straight out here, just about, straight up the west coast. Go into platform 6, I say should, but whether we will do or not remains to be seen. There's been the occasional non-use of platform 6. I think that's what we're doing, yep, looks like it. And I'm quite happy because together and get off. 158-842, arrived from Leeds, and next train we're going to get now is coming in very shortly on this platform, which is the Manchester Airport train. 5 minutes or so. It says it's on time, it's not far away. This is 1M99, the 1540 to Manchester Airport, electric service. So it's been a very brief visit to Carlisle. In fact, it's probably been the most briefest visit I've done so far. Almost straight in, straight out. 350.049. Right, left Carlisle a few minutes ago on the West Coast main line, now heading south. It's not going to be easy to film much now because it's trying to get in darker and darker, so we'll keep it brief. Next stop is Oxenholme, then Lancaster, so we'll see how far we go with this one. Not really sure, it might be Manchester actually, but we'll see. Okay, the settle in Carlisle is not that far over there, we can't see it of course, so it's in about probably a dozen miles or so, 15 miles perhaps. Right, we're at Manchester Oxford Road now. Didn't do much filming on the way from Carlisle, so Next one Piccadilly and we're off. So yeah, Manchester Oxford Road, you can see that there. It's not very easy to see, it's dark now, so we can't really do much in the way of filming, except perhaps at stations. So just leaving Oxford Road now, next one's Piccadilly, and then we're off. So you can't really see a right lot now because obviously it's dark.
This train is from Manchester Airport. It will be calling at Manchester Piccadilly and Manchester Airport.
So, yep, next one and we're off. We changed at Manchester Piccadilly and got the 1K24, the 1744 to Dewsbury Hull train. It's now leaving Dewsbury. So we're doing pretty well there, I think. Right, as quick as that. Right, this is the end of this video now. We'll go back to Cottingley on Northern later, so I won't bother filming that. So, if you've enjoyed this outing today, like, comment and subscribe. See you next one. See you in the next one. Bye.